Yo, Hegassen here, and here we go. It's my review of One Piece anime episode 917, and this episode is the first one of the Wano intermission episodes. Great little chance to get back out of Wano and see what's going on in the rest of the world. Catch up with some old familiar faces, and this episode is based on a manga chapter that I absolutely loved. I remember reading this, and it was phenomenal because you just weren't expecting it. You weren't expecting to see the characters that appeared in this episode in the manga when you were reading it back then, and I'm sure the anime only fans got the same when they watched this episode as well. Like completely like, what on earth is this? Hang on, why have we got Perona and Mihawk and Blackbeard and Moria? What is going on? It was fantastic. It was this manga chapter that actually kind of started getting me to be like, you know what, I want to start talking about One Piece. I want to start like reviewing it and stuff. So I was really excited because I didn't get to talk about it on YouTube. So I was really excited when this episode came out so I can talk about it. So here we go. We're talking about it now, and it starts off in the Muggy Kingdom with the best old married couple in all of One Piece. The love-hate relationship of Mihawk and Perona. I absolutely love these two. I love their like dynamic, that love-hate relationship. Like I say, he just doesn't seem to give a shit about her, and she does everything to try and please him. It's so funny, it's charming, it's cute, it's relatable, but it is brilliant. And deep down, he actually really cares. He acts like he doesn't care, but he's Mihawk. That's what Mihawk is like. He was the same with Zoro and everything. So in the end, you see that he actually kind of does care because she finds out that Moria is still alive. Hooray, Moria's still alive. And she wants to go out to see him. And then just as she's leaving, he's like, be careful. And then she gets all emotional about it. And then he kind of reveals, it's probably best that you actually leave because I've been hearing some news about the Reverie, and they've been talking about the Warlords, and what he's trying to say is, I don't think it's safe for you here. I don't think it's safe for you here anymore. It's best if you leave. That's going to be best for you. The easiest way to protect you is if you're not here. So that's a nice little scene between them two. He does care, even though he treats her like shit. And Mihawk, he has good eyes, so he can definitely see that something is coming in the future. And this whole intermission, this whole interval, it is about kind of foreshadowing stuff that is happening or going to happen in the future of One Piece. Kind of post Wano, I feel like these intermissions are leading us towards endgame stuff. So yeah, Mihawk can see that something is coming up. And when we get to Blackbeard at the end of this episode gives a big speech that is definitely talking about like endgame, where One Piece is heading. So let's talk about Blackbeard, because we go over to Blackbeard's island, Pirate Island, Beehive Island, and we see Thriller Bark there. And it's a little bit confusing. We see Thriller Bark in front of this island, and the scaling looks a bit off. Even in the manga, it looked a little bit off. It didn't look quite right in the manga. Like, we got the ship here. We know Thriller Bark is massive. We know it's huge. It's a giant island. We saw Luffy running around there. You couldn't even see the sea when he was running around it. And then we see it here in front of this island, and the buildings behind look really wrong. Like, the perspective is wrong. How big are them windows? How big is this door? Could a giant fit through this door? I mean, the palm trees are already massive. Yeah, it doesn't quite look right. Maybe it's not actually Thriller Bark. Maybe it's a new ship, a slightly smaller one. It's not actually explained, but whatever. So we get onto the island, and we see the man who owns Thriller Bark, Gecko Moria. He is there, and he is challenging Blackbeard, which is great. Big balls, Moria. And it is great to see Moria here because he's a character that, he's a lot more complex than we actually give him credit for. He's seen as a bit of a joke, but he's not just a villain. He's got quite a rich backstory that is hopefully going to be explored a lot more in the future, because he's a bit of a tragic character. He lost his crew to Kaido, and that seriously affected him. That's why he's got like the zombie army, and he's gone a little bit crazy. But you can see that deep down he cares about his crew, and the reason why he's challenging Blackbeard, one of the most feared people in One Piece, is because Absalom went to use his powers and spy on Blackbeard, and Absalom has gone missing. So Moria is just here to kick Blackbeard's ass to get his crew back, or at least that's his plan. But it doesn't quite go according to plan, because Katarina Devon appears as Absalom, and it's revealed that Absalom has been killed off screen, and now Shiru has his devil fruit, has the clear fruit, so you've got a swordman who can't be seen. Sucks for Absalom, really sucks, got killed off screen. But I really like how we got to see, you know, Blackbeard's goal. Blackbeard's goal is to go nick powerful devil fruits and use them in his own crew. And it's great that we get to see it here and how it's shown how we have an old character with a devil fruit that we know about and a character that we know didn't have a devil fruit. And now we get to see that old devil fruit with this new character. So yeah, it sucks for Absalom. Absalom is now dead, but it's great to actually show what Blackbeard is doing and see, you know, and it also gets us speculating, you know, it also gets us speculating what other devil fruits is he going to nick. We see Devon has a devil fruit, she has a Ninetales Fox one. At first it's like, whoa, hang on, does she have Bon Clay's devil fruit? But no, it's a mythical zone, and once again shows how powerful mythical zones are, because yes, it's a Ninetales Fox, but it also lets her transform into people, even more like accurately, I would say as well. It's like a double, it's like a 2-in-1 basically. It's a 2-in-1, and it just shows how powerful these mythical ones are. Although it is weird that the anime made a little mistake, as it has 10 tails, not 9 tails. It's meant to be 9 tails, and that is the mythology of the Ninetales Fox in Japanese folklore. It's called a kitsune, and that is one of their powers. That's why she can have both the transformation of a zone and this ability as well. Like how we've seen with Marco and Kaido, they all seem to have extra powers on top of their mythical ones. But now with the rest of the crew, we can speculate as to what other devil fruits they might get. Are they going to be past ones? Are they going to be new ones? Can really mix it up. Can really get a really interesting crew, final opponent, or whatever Blackbeard's crew is going to be in the story. It's going to be really interesting to see what they're all like at the end of this, and maybe if Moria is actually part of the crew as well, or just his devil fruit, because at the end Blackbeard, he doesn't appear, but his voice, you hear his voice, or he appears to us, he doesn't appear to Gecko, but you hear his voice, gives this big speech, and he's like, Gecko, why don't you join us, you know, the end is coming, all of the big powers, Big Mom, the Marines, the Revolutionaries, Kaido, the Worst Generation, everyone are making their moves, it's coming towards the end, you know, the big final conflict. It's all moving towards one point. Why don't you come and join us, Gecko? We see Gecko, he's a little bit scared. Maybe he'll join out of fear, maybe he'll join out of self-preservation, maybe he'll just join until he sees an opportunity to escape or take down Blackbeard. Maybe he'll join, maybe Blackbeard will be like, hey, if you join, I'll help you out with that revenge with this with that Kaido guy you've been trying to get revenge on. You know, I'll help you out with that. So not sure, but it could just be, yeah. Next time we see Gecko Moria, it's not going to be Gecko Moria. It's just going to be his power in one of Blackbeard's crew's hands, which will be unfortunate because, like I said, I do want to see a lot more of Gecko. He has connections to Wano, Ryuma. He now has connections to Blackbeard and stuff, and you know, he's been popping up, and also to Mihawk and Perona. So I want to see a little bit more of Gecko, and I think there's a lot more story to tell around him. So I was very excited to see him here. This whole episode I was very excited for. I'm glad that the anime really stuck to the source material here, literally translated the manga straight onto the screen, and I'm glad that they didn't spread it out, because I was worried that they might spread it out over 2 to 3 episodes, but no, they kept it as 1 episode, and it was fantastic. One of my favourite episodes of Wano, and it wasn't even in Wano for me. Gold tier plus premium content, event exclusive, amazing episode. And then we're going back into the next act of Wano, and I even loved all of like the little things, like it had its own special eye catch and its own special ending. Hey, so thanks for watching. What did you think? Let me know about it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed my video, maybe give it a like, and if you really liked it, why not subscribe? You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Twitch. Oh, and here's a related video you might enjoy, and something more fresh. I've been Hegassen, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!